I'm here in San Antonio for NAREIT's REITwise, our 2019 Law, Accounting, and Finance Conference. Joining me today is Ross Cooper, President and CIO of Kimco Realty Corporation. Ross, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Now, here at REITwise, you participated on a panel focused on managing a range of generations. How different is the approach when dealing with employees on either end of the generational spectrum?
Personally, and in managing people and dealing with people on a daily basis, I think that there's a lot of similarities between the different generations. And at the end of the day, people, and what I've seen with millennials in particular, are looking for a few different things. I think flexibility is critical, communication, and particularly for millennials, I think work-life balance is something that's really important and critical. So when you think about flexibility, people really want the creativity, they want the ability to be innovative, they want to feel that they're part of a team and part of the larger goal of the organization. Communication is something that we talk a lot about. We do a survey internally every year, and the main piece of feedback that we constantly get is areas of improvement is being communication. So we try to do our best to tell the strategy to everybody within the organization. We have quarterly all-employee calls to fill in everybody on the results of what we've been up to and sort of the strategy going forward. And then in particular, I think work-life balance is so critical, particularly for the younger generation. So, you know, being a father of young children, I know that firsthand. So I think you have the ability to do that today with being so mobile and being able to work from home, work from the road. So we try to maintain, again, that flexibility for people to, as long as the production is there, to have some flexibility in that. And frankly, I don't think that that's so different, you know, generation to generation.
Now, you talked about some of the stereotypes obviously involved with millennials, but from your experience, can you elaborate a little bit more on what are the keys to attracting and retaining that generation?
Yeah, I think, as I pointed out, a couple of those factors are critical, and you know, we've really been looking at different ways to attract that talent. So one of the programs that we've installed lately is called Labs. It's Leaders Advancing Business Strategies. So that's something that we're doing to try to help create that innovation that I mentioned previously. So what we do is we take a group of 12 to 16 of our rising stars, some of the younger employees within the organization, put them together in groups and ask them to come up with a business plan that enables them to either create revenue for the company or reduce expenses. And they put together a whole business plan, and so they come in front of the executives, and some of the board members participate in almost like a Shark Tank environment where they get to pitch it, and if they're asking for capital from the company to invest in this idea, they make their pitch. And we've had some great ideas come out of that. And I think it really boosts morale, and it shows people that there is really a path to, one, communication and interaction with the executives and the board members, but that we're making it very clear that you're a rising star and a future leader of this company. So that's just one example of what we've been doing.
And finally, Gen Z is projected to be a larger demographic than baby boomers or even millennials. What challenges do you think this even more tech-savvy generation is going to present?
Well, it's challenges, but there's also a lot of opportunity. So particularly in the retail space, I mean, you read about it every day. There's a significant evolution that's happening within retail. It's happening quickly, and a lot of it is driven by technology. So we're adapting our company based upon the things that are happening in the marketplace. So the commodity type of retail where people are just going to come because they have to get their goods and services, you know, goods at a particular location is not necessarily the case today. People are starting their shopping experience on their phones, and then we really have to do as landlords the job of getting people to the property and not just sitting back at home and ordering, you know, online. So I think having the Gen Z growing up with that, they're the ones that are going to be the future leaders of our company. They're the consumers and growing at a rapid pace. So I think that if anything, having them start to come into the workforce and give us ideas on how we can adapt our strategy and move forward into the future is going to be a huge benefit for us going forward.
Great. Ross, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
For more information on this and other real estate news and analysis, be sure to visit NAREIT's website, REIT.com.